is another section again where we talk about our degree. You see, most Christians feel that the worship of God has to do with degree, has to do with title. So instead of waiting for the Holy Spirit, which He told us in Acts 2 that He's going to send the Comforter, and when the Comforter shall come, the Comforter that shall teach us all things. You get, they tend to follow byway. They tend to join the school of theology to acquire this knowledge. But I tell you, God is not after these things. God is searching for a man whose heart is right with Him, not a man having titles, not a man having this certificate which people present today, and they feel that this thing makes them closer to God, or this thing keeps them in line with God. Let's read the Bible and let's see what the Bible is talking about in First Corinthians 1:26. It said, First Corinthians 1:26, for ye know your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men are called after the flesh, not many mighty, not many nobles. You find them today in church, they glory in what they have. If it's a sermon if a sermon will be for an hour, they use 50 minutes and talk about their achievement. They talk about their estate, they talk about their cars, they talk about the currency they have, they talk about material things, they talk about the glory just in the flesh. This is what they glory um, in verse 27. But God has chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise, and God has chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. We saw the story of David and Goliath. This is just God for you. He chooses those things that are nothing, those things that are despised, those things that are weak, those things that people count as nothing. Those are the kind of things that God is after. After all, He saw the scribes and the Pharisees, and He went after fishermen. He went after tax collectors, people that were despised. But yet, these people could do things that the scribes and the Pharisees could not do. It is still the same God. So don't despise yourself and tell yourself, oh, maybe because you don't have this title, you feel, oh, maybe you're not in line with God. These people are not just that which you think they are. I tell you, God is not after these things. God is after just your heart. A man who will stand for Him, a man who will do that and speak and do the truth and stand out for God. This is what God is after, and not these titles. I tell you, uh, in verse 28, and base things of the world and things that despised had God chosen, yea, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. These are the things that God is after, that no man should glory in His presence. You cannot glory in these things. You can only glory in God. You can only stand out and not be puffed up in what you have, because these things come through God. You don't give yourself these things. I tell you, so that no man should glory in himself. God giveth these things to us freely. Let's read Acts 4, Acts 4 from verse 13. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, they perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men. They marveled, and they took knowledge of them that they had been with Jesus Christ. Very simple. They took knowledge of these people. They did not attend school. They did not attend classes, but yet they were wise. But yet they were filled with the Holy Spirit. Yet they had the boldness. Yet they had the sound speech. This is what God can do freely. But if only you give yourself to Him, if only you make yourself available to God, He will use you. He doesn't charge for it. So nobody should come and tell you that you need to go to some school somewhere or acquire some certificate for you to be in line with God or for you to be a true worshiper of God. No, these things are just the formality of the world. I tell you, let us stand out for God and let us do His will. Thank you.